Greetings, Fright fans, and welcome into day 4 of our Halloween countdown, our Mad Scientist Monsters Gone Wild Halloween countdown this year. Having a good time looking at some Mad Scientist movies. I tell you, I had a good time watching these. As you guys know, every year I have to watch a ton of movies in the theme in order to find 31, and there were almost all the ones I watched I used this year, but there were a few that were disqualified because they didn't quite have both a mad scientist and a monster running wild. So anyway, had some good ones so far. Yesterday we looked at the Universal Frankenstein series, the series as a whole. Today we're going to look at a Vincent Price film, Scream and Scream Again. Vincent Price plays a mad scientist named Dr. Browning, who is creating a race of genetically created beings, super strong Frankenstein-type androids Dr. Browning calls composites, made up of human body parts and synthetic materials brought to life in his laboratory. The film is actually comprised of 3 separate storylines. A jogger who is kidnapped and has his limbs surgically removed one by one, a psycho sex killer called the Vampire Killer, stalking the streets of London, and a weird segment about a Nazi-like totalitarian country. It is a bit of a mess story-wise, but the 3 separate stories converge at the end, and it sort of makes sense. Mostly. One great thing about this one, though, is that it features 3 horror legends: Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and Peter Cushing. Although Lee and Cushing's parts are minimal, still, I'll watch just about anything with those 3 in it, so bring it on. This one was directed by Gordon Hessler in 1970, who directed Price in 3 films. He also directed a number of genre films over the year, including Coal Shack, The Night Stalker, and Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, which I'm sure he considered the highlight of his career. Anyway, this is one of those films you can best enjoy by sitting back and taking in the weirdness. Embrace it for its eccentricities, and don't worry that it doesn't exactly make sense. It's got a ton of fun elements and actors in it, so relax and enjoy the ride. You can find this one right here on YouTube or on DVD and Blu-ray. So that is Scream and Scream Again. I tell you, it's really a weird movie because it's like 3 different type films mashed together. You've got that weird whole thing with the totalitarian government and Peter Cushing and the guy that's crushing people, and then you've got the jogger story and that guy losing body parts mysteriously, and then you've got the whole killer who is murdering people, vampire killer. But it all ties together in the end, and it really kind of makes sense, mostly. But here's the thing about it. It doesn't matter. The thing about it is it's so much fun to watch. Plus you get Peter Cushing, barely, but Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, and Vincent Price. And Christopher Lee and Vincent Price even get to act together. So for that alone, just for the fact that it's got those 3 guys in there and it is fun to watch, I'm going to go ahead and boost it from what would be 3 skulls up to 4 skulls in my rating, just for the watchability, the cast, and the fun factor, because there's some cool stuff going on in this one. All right, 4 skulls, Scream and Scream Again. What do you guys think about this one? Gordon Hessler movie, do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know what you think in the comments. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love me some 1970s movies. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my favorite decade of films. The more I watch in the 70s, the more I appreciate it. So there you go. 1970s, Scream and Scream Again, Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee. The trio, it's got them all in there. So the Holy Trinity, there you go. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think about this, and be sure and join me back tomorrow night. We'll keep this Halloween countdown going. Till then, stay mad.
She has never really existed yet. You see, she's been assembled piece by piece, organ by organ. She's a composite.